Okay, I thought I'd talk about the first week of class, make a little video, kind of go over what we're going to do in the first week, make a little video, kind of go over what we're going to do in the first week. If you go to the modules, here's the syllabus, and you can go to syllabus and see the schedule for the semester. We're going to stick with this schedule. I'm going to try really hard to make sure that we stick with it the entire time. So on Monday, we won't have class. It is a holiday. On Wednesday, there'll be a course introduction video that you can go and watch. I'll have it posted in the modules there, right here. So on Wednesday, generally speaking, this is going to be a synchronous class where we will meet and we'll do a lot of discussions and we'll do quizzes. When you watch that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. What we will be doing in class will be active learning, meaning that you will be doing something. As far as the passive learning and just listening, in a lot of cases, I will just have videos and you can go and watch them if you choose to. You definitely want to watch this course introduction video though, because it'll tell you exactly what's going to go on in the class so that you don't have any surprises, week 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. So on Wednesday, watch that course introduction video. And then also there's a very short quiz. It's a syllabus quiz just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. It's really just questions about the virtual office. And like where you need to send your questions to, because depending on what your question is, it'll need to go in a different place. I have a virtual office. There's obviously my email. In some classes I have TAs and you want to send them the emails depending on what it is. And then on Friday, we'll have our first synchronous class where we get together and we'll do discussion 1. And that'll be week 1. This will be opened up as well. And if you click right here, D1, it'll show you the questions that we're going to talk about. At the beginning of the textbook, they talk a little bit about Ted Kaczynski and the idea, was it nature or nurture? Was it his upbringing? Was he biologically predisposed to be, Ted Kaczynski was the Unabomber. Was he genetically predisposed to be a mass murderer? So that's one of the questions we'll talk about. We'll talk about inherited trauma, which I talk about in the course introduction video, and then also in that module, I posted some links. This is the article that I talk about in the course introduction video. And then there's a podcast if you want to listen to it. And then there's another article here if you'd like to look into that. We will talk about those. What are you excited about to learn in the class? So that's something we'll talk about. And then if you found anything else interesting in this week's material, this is the end of the question for each time. That first time that we do the discussions, there may be a little bit of growing pains. Because I'm trying to have the groups put together before we even get into class so that everything goes really smooth. But the first week is when we'll find out how smooth things are going to go. And then hopefully we'll get better as we go through the second, third, fourth week. And then that'll be it for this week. And then next week, I'll make a short video over what we'll do there. Basically, on these lecture video days, those will be asynchronous. It's probably going to be about 75% synchronous. It's a hybrid course. 75% synchronous and about 25% asynchronous, where I have the lectures for the chapters. If you want to watch those, you can. And then on Wednesday, next Wednesday, we'll come in and do the quiz for chapter 1 and 2. And then on Friday, we'll do D2. And these 2 classes will be synchronous. And the first class will be asynchronous. Hopefully that all makes sense. If it doesn't, I have a virtual office. If you go to the class, there is an area, the discussions. If you go there, and the very top one should be the virtual office questions. If you have any questions, go in there and post them, and I'll answer those pretty quick on school days. I think that's it for this week. Thank you for listening.